up to date with all things tech? Of course you do! Make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Good evening to you, and of course a huge welcome to MMBTechTv, where of course we like to help you find affordable products faster. Now, if this is your first time checking us out, don't forget to hit subscribe as well, so you always get to keep up to date with all things affordable and all things tech. So of course, once a week we come to you with our live stream. We wasn't here last week. We were celebrating my partner's birthday, and of course we had all things with the children and all that kind of stuff. So we had to give it a miss, but we're back this week, and of course you was missed. I missed you. I missed doing it. I missed being sat here and talking to you guys. So how are you all? We're here. We've made it to the end of the week. It's a Sunday, and quite late at night. But how are you guys watching the show? I hope you are all well and good. I hope you're all coping. That's just the main thing. I hope you are all well and coping. And thank you very much for joining us if you're with us on the live stream right now. But of course, in today's show, we're going to be taking a look into a clone product. Now, for those of you that either watch the show or you follow us anyway, you know that we're a fan of clone products. You know, like we like copies of things like Apple Watches, AirPods, that kind of stuff. And today I've been really excited that we have teamed up with Eardots.co, and they've sent us their new, which are the Samsung Galaxy Bud Plus, but their cloned version of it, which we're going to come to in just a second. But for those of you that have never been here before, the show was designed with you in mind, and of course there are a variety of ways in which you can get involved in the show, and this is how you can do it. Want to have your say on the show? Well, now you can. You can send your questions and comments in the live chat box and be part of the live community. You can email your questions into us at info@mmbtechtv.co.uk. You can visit the website mmbtechtv.co.uk and submit your questions there, or contact us through any of our social media platforms. So, what are you waiting for? Have your say. Indeed, have your say. So, of course, the show is all about you, so get involved. Now, speaking about you, as always, we do love it when you guys are involved, and we love it when you chat to us in the chat box as well. So if you're watching it now, you've got any comments, you've got any questions, anything like that throughout the show, doesn't even necessarily have to be about what we're looking at today. You could make a suggestion that way. Just get it in the comments, because of course we have got a moderator within the chat. Gary is in there, who's going to be trolling through the questions and comments and then putting them to me if there's any that I've missed, or any kind of really vital, really good questions that we need to ask. So Gary is in there. Hello to you. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us, and I hope you're well. So if you are joining us, don't forget as well, the super chat button is there, because of course your super chats that you do to us go back into the show, so then we can buy the products and bring them to you. So don't forget that super chat button does work. Go and do it if you want. If you've got a spare couple of minutes, get involved, press the super chat button. It's always appreciated from all of us over here. So a big thank you. Now, speaking about the chat, I think it's always good. Let's jump into that chat box and see who exactly is in the chat today. So I know we are coming to you quite later than normal this evening, so thank you if you are joining us. So as always, let's jump in. So A Gamer, good evening to you. How are you? I know we've been speaking quite a bit on our social media posts that we have on the channel. We've been back and forth in a few bits, so good evening to you, A Gamer. I hope you're well. Of course, as mentioned, Gary Middlebrook, you are in there as always. He's with us every week. He loves it. Thanks for joining us. Just Ian, good evening to you. Thank you very much for coming in and dropping in on board, because of course our live streams are only half an hour, 45 minutes of just me and you. All right, so thank you very much for joining us. Thanks a lot. Jumping in, we've got Raymond Barrios. Barrios? Is that, I hope I've pronounced it right, Barrios. Good evening to you. Loving, by the way, the comment already that I can see in there, that I'm your biggest fan. Perfect. That's always a confidence booster that we always love to hear that kind of stuff. So thank you very much. Can't wait to tell everybody. So thanks for the lovely comment. Thank you. And of course, Sadiq, who is another one of our moderators, you've come in as well. Good evening to you, Sadiq. I hope you're well. And of course, I hope you're all well, and I'm just glad to see that you're all in here and you're all joining us in. So, of course, keep that chat going in within the chat box. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the super chat button is available as well. If you want to give your donations out as well, of course, you can. They are hugely appreciated. Of course, in today's show, as mentioned earlier, we partnered up with two really good companies that provide audio and watches. Now, as you know, we do have a competition on to win the F2 smartwatch. That's with their sister company, Forever Store. But these have been sent to us from Eardots.co. Now, we have done a review of their earbuds before, of their Apple one, the cloned version ones before. We have done that. But then they've sent us the Samsung Galaxy Bud Plus clones. Now, the ones that I've had before, I've seen other ones, they've been alright, they look like it, but they don't sound nothing like it, which is, for me, the sound is the big thing, because they can look well and good, they can look amazing, but it's what you're listening to at the time, which is where it really counts. So this is where I'm hoping they sound all right, because in today's show we're going to unbox it, we're going to pair it, I'm going to try and listen to them, play some tracks, and hopefully now for those of you that joined us not last week, the week before, we did have some camera issues that it was interfering with it's all wireless that we've got here. We've got like wireless cameras over there that feed to here, and a wireless camera up here that feeds to there, so I'm hoping, I did a test this week, it all seems to be fine, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it does, but if it does, of course our moderator will let us know, but if you do see it, or if there is some sort of distortion, let us know in the chat. That would be absolutely great. So for those of you that haven't seen what the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pluses look like, they're very similar to what the Galaxy Buds originally are. Now, I've got my original Galaxy Buds right here. These are the ones that I got with my S10 Plus when they did the phone launch. You got them for free with it, and they've been absolutely, as a set of headphones, they've been really good. Can't fault them. The amount of different wingtips you get and the little supports that you get on them, they fit really well in the ears, and they actually are really comfortable. But it'd be interesting to see how they fit. Are they comfortable? Because some of the clones have had the weight of them, like these have got a bit of a, you can tell they're a decent product by the weight, you know, you've got that bit of heft, whereas some of the other ones are a lot lighter. You pick them up and you almost know that they're cheap, so I'm hoping to try and hopefully have another decent set, because you can pick these up from their website for £61 and 65p, which works out roughly, it's about 75 USD, it's 75 US dollars, which you can pick them up at. If you have got any questions about them whilst we're unboxing them, of course get them in the chat box, and of course we'll troll through them as we work through the unboxing today. So are you ready for it? Should we jump in and have a look? I think we should. Let's have a look. So they sent it to me in, look at that. Now that is a shiny little packet, isn't it? Look at that. So they sent it to me in this really cute, really kind of funky little bubble wrap thing. In terms of the delivery, of course, the delivery will take a little bit longer because of what's happening at the moment around the world. So I think once things start to settle down, delivery is really quick, and it's worldwide as well. So no matter where you are, you can get it, which is not a problem, because I know some of the people that watch the show here, as far as Canada, we've got India, USA, I know you guys, a lot of you watch this show, so don't worry, you get deliveries all the way over there. Let's though jump into our overhead camera, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't create any issues, because this is what created the issue last week. So Gary, in our moderator there, if there's any issues, just let me know. Jumping in as we open it up, Bosch, that is come in a tiny little box. Look at that. is minuscule, they're tiny. And you can see straight away that they've gone for, or they're trying to replicate as much as they can, the Samsung Galaxy Bud packaging. You can see it straight away with the shimmer, and I think these little silver stickers here are covering up some sort of branding, Is there anything else in it? Oh yeah. And you also get, let's get rid of that, you also get some of the forever warranty stuff as well, which I will touch on once we've unboxed it and stuff. I will touch into that. But the company that offers this offer something that's, I've never seen it in another company before, but I'll touch on that in a little bit. So as you can see from the box then, so you can see it's the Buds Plus by Eardots.co. They've got their nice little emblem, nice little sticker on there. Turn it onto the side, you can see they've even gone as far as a lot of this branding is on point. It's really is on point. Coming onto the backs, nothing much apart from when you turn over to the back of the box where it says it's got 11 hours of playtime, two-way speakers for a rich sound, triple mics for a clear voice call. So when I actually do the proper review of these, I will be doing phone calls, all that kind of stuff, so you can hear the quality in the mics on it. And a Qi compatible wireless charging, and apparently it's sound by AKG. It might not be, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure we'll find out. So let's dig in. That is all about the box. You can see in terms of the design, the company have gone kind of all out really to try and make it look exactly like what you're offering. Let's get rid of that. There's not a better feeling, is there, than opening a box. I love it. Let's see and get in. Have I broke all the seals? No, I've not. Let's get in there and have a little look. So as you open it up, you've got what is very typical at the minute, a lot of the Samsung packaging, which they stuff into the top of the box there. Is there anything inside? Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. The branding on it is on point. I'm convinced that these are actually Samsung boxes. So you can see you've got the Galaxy Buds manual there. Looking into it then, so wingtips touchpad, so it has got the touch kind of sensitive. I think it's press once to stop, twice to play, and then you do this one, it'll tell you to say all the usual kind of smartphone commands. You got all your wingtips, and then it goes on to connecting it. Now, the only thing that these don't do is, if any of you are Samsung users out there, you don't get you can't connect it to your Samsung Galaxy Wear app. So, you know, like normally when you open it up and it gives you that fancy screen and tells you all about it, you don't get that on there, which is a shame, isn't it? But it might come out in future releases. We just don't know yet. We just don't know. But you can already see that clones like this are just getting so much better. They are getting so much better. Inside the box, as we open it up then, so you're going to get, as you would expect from a normal kind of Samsung Galaxy Buds device, you've got all your little wingtips just in there. I don't know if you can see them. So it's got different wingtips for your ears. Because, of course, we all have different sized ears, don't we? You know, so you do get them inside the box, and some other ones there as well. And what else have we got here? And USB-C, a little mini micro USB-C charger, which is really good. Especially now, everything has to be USB-C, I think. So you get them in there. Then, of course, ooh, look at them. Look, I don't know if you can see that well, but the colour of these is phenomenal. Look at that. Now, this is where we will, hopefully you can go, oh, like that, as we open it up. So there we are. So you can see there's already a bit of a difference. So when you open the genuine ones, you open it up, the top is quite heavy duty and it locks into place like that. I don't know if you can see it locks in, whereas the thingy ones are very light. They don't they don't lock into place as much. It's only a small thing. It's only a small thing, isn't it? So it's really loose. But you can see they've gone for, you can see where now they've got the left and the right, which is what you see on the Galaxy Buds Plus now. That's on there. And then taking them out, let's have a look. I need a drink. So you can see even internally, sorry, I'm having a beer. It's been a rough week. We all need one. So you can see even internally, they've gone for the same. It looks, I don't know, I'll raise it to the camera a bit more. So you can see exactly the same there. And then if we look at the buds themselves, they look absolutely identical, from the little microphones at the bottom. That is crazy. And they feel, I mean, in terms of the weight, genuine ones slightly heavier, but this pale blue one, the Buds Plus, slightly on the lighter side. But I suppose that has its advantages, because when it's in your ear, because you don't want to, I mean, to be fair, after, I think I've wore these a couple of times when I've been in the gym, and after a while you start doing this, you know, you're playing around with it a bit. But I think lighter they are, could that possibly be better? Now they do come, like I mentioned, with a host of different options. So you get, it's got a quick pair, so it quick pairs to any Bluetooth device. So that doesn't matter whether it's iOS or Android, which is really, really good. It's got the touch functionality, which is the touch on the top here, which we mentioned earlier on. So you can do the tap to play, tap to, you know the kind of stuff. I'm not going to tell you about that. Superior sound, enhanced comfort. It's IPX6 sweat resistant. So again, if you're wearing them for the gym, running, that kind of thing, you're not going to worry about that. A 1 hour charge time. In terms of once they're dead, you put them in the box, you get an hour's charge, and that's it. And then they're back up and running again. Voice assistant functionalities, which we've mentioned already. You can use them independently. So perhaps if you're doing some stuff around the house, what I've done in the past is that if I've been, say, decorating, and I know I want to get the most out of it, then I've just had one in. And then I've been decorating away, and then when that starts to die, I put it in, grab the other one out, stick that in. So you get that part of that functionality with it there as well. You get, sorry, excuse me, you get fast shipping. So as we said, they ship to anywhere around the world as well. So you literally, these are a set of headphones that you can just pull out, pop them in, and they're literally good to go. But we've had a look at them. Let's actually now test them and see if we can get some sort of audio out of them. So as you can see, they've got the little protective bits, little stickers that you get on there. So let's let's whip them off. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of that one. And let's get rid of that one. And let's dock them in. Oh, wrong one. That would out. There we go. So they're in. Right. Oh, I'm not convinced. It's that locking of that. I'm not really. Whereas the genuine ones, you feel that they're locked. Just like you know that they're locked and closed and stuff. Whereas that, I'm just not. I'm a bit. You can feel it pull slightly, but again, they're in. They're great there. So let's jump in though and give them a little test now. Before we do, of course you can, in your own time. Of course, I don't want you to go away from us now. I want you to stay with us. You can go over to Eardots' website, which is eardots.co, and you can check out the Eardots, Eardot Buds Plus, which are there now. As we mentioned earlier, you've got the blue ones that are just here. Now you can pick them up in a couple of different colours. So you can pick them up in black. You can pick them up in blue, which is these ones right here. And you can also pick them up in white as well. So a couple of different colours for you to choose from. And let's go into some of the other colours. So you can see the collection of them there. So you can see they come in a really nice bunch of colours. I mean, I love the colour. And the Buds Plus this year, I've gone less of the matte finish, And they've got more of the glossy kind of finish on top of it, which I really, really like. I like both, to be honest. But what do you get with it then? So apart from this lifetime warranty, which I will explain in a minute, so all the features that you get, as mentioned, they're all there. Fast shipping, 1 hour charge time for when you're in it. I think you're supposed to get something, I think it's like 4 hours continual charge time within the box. So once they die, then you can put them back in, they charge back up, get them back out. I'm really looking forward to doing a full-on test with them when we do, of course, because we're going to film them like we normally do with all the product reviews and stuff, and we're going to test it, and we're going to do the, you know, all the stuff that you would expect from them anyway. But if there's anything in particular that you would want us to do for the review itself, just literally let us know in the comments below, or you can either drop us a line on any of the contacts that you saw earlier in the show, that you saw earlier in there. So the buds themselves, let's get back in and let's test them and get them and see how easy they are to pair. Now, apparently they are Qi wireless charged, so let's give it a whirl then. Now, I am aware there is a slight delay on the overhead camera in comparison to this one, so I am aware of that. It's a step up from last time we was here, put it that way. So let's jump in. So we've got those there. I've got a Qi wireless pad just there, and I've got a power bank here. So let's pop that in there, and let's see if it charges up. So I put it on. And there we are. I don't know if you can see the ring lighting up or anything like that, but the ring's lit up, which it means it's on charge, so which is good. So let's take it off, just to make sure it's not a fluke. Let's get rid of that. And back on again. Bang. Charging again. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's pair them up now. Now, at the moment, as it stands, I've only got a spare... I've got a spare phone at the moment. I'm using an iPhone at the moment, because for some of you that know, of course, on this show, we concentrate on kind of doing things on a budget, and that's exactly what we do here. We have smartphones galore, as a million cameras, what we do in our show. So we've got a spare one just here. Let's get rid of that. Let's move that out of the way, and let's see how easy it is to pair up. So let's just make sure that my Bluetooth is on. So let's see if we open it up, Bluetooth, let's see if there's so I don't know if you can see that there. Let me lift it up. So you can see it's got Galaxy Buds Plus. Let me see if I don't know if you can see that on there. There we go. Galaxy Buds Plus. Let's give that a tap. Connected. Oh. Simple as that. That's amazing. So let's put them in. Ooh. Let's get them in and see. They actually feel not too bad. I probably need to change the little wingtips. We could do that. I'll do that after the show. But they're in. Let's load up some music, shall we, and see exactly what song should we have? That's the question. Let's have a look. Let me see. Oh, I can already tell that it's up and running. You can hear that difference, can't you, of when it kicks in and when it doesn't. So let's go on to youtube.com and let's play some music. So I'm trying to think of a really good song. What song should we play? Let's just do... There we go. A bit of George Ezra. We all love a bit of George. So let's press that and let's see what the audio quality sounds like. Oh. That's good. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm waiting for the bass. One thing that I'm a big stickler for on clone products is that they're really top heavy, that they've got that top and mid. They're always really, really high, and that's where you can tell then that they are a cheap product. But whereas when the bass kicks in, that's when, for me, that's a winner. Now, I know you can get apps that you can change the EQs to change and adapt that, but you don't want that. You want to be able to put them in and they work. That's what you want. Now, so far, let's turn it up. Bass is really good. Let's put it back in. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it. Let's put it near there. Let me know if you can hear it, but they feel. Now I've docked one of them back. Again, using that, you know, the functionality where it allows you just to have one in your ear. Again, it still feels comfortable. Let me see if the again. So I've just pressed it once there for it to stop, and you press once again, and it absolutely works. So it's amazing. So they feel really comfortable as well, and the fact that you can just pick them up from out of the box, stick them straight in your ears like that. Now I've put that one in, that's kicked in. That's amazing. So, overall, oh, my ears are blasting now with George Ezra. So, overall, they feel comfortable. I mean, like, there's one test that I have, it's called the shake test. Because you don't always have headphones in looking straight down, do you? You're moving, you're running around, you're doing stuff. So, when you shake your head, they don't shift, they don't budge, they're in, and they're not going anywhere. And the sound is pretty good. Now, again, I mentioned earlier that the tips would need changing for my ears because I had to kind of really push them in. But so far, from a first impression, now bearing in mind, I do need to do a full review, a full kind of testing on them, going for a run, that kind of stuff, which I will do. But obviously, we're not going to be doing it in here on the live stream. But overall, they're a really, really good set of Galaxy Bud Plus clones. And what do you think, if you're watching this? Would you pick them up? Would you have them? So far, I mean, I'm really impressed with how they look, how they perform. But of course, speaking about you, the audience, let's jump in to our comments and see exactly what. Let's see exactly what you guys are thinking about it. Let's have a look. So let's jump in. So of course, I'm going to try and troll back through to some of the older comments. So Raymond Barrios, I thought I'd give you a shout out. Hiya. Thanks for coming in and joining in the show. Thank you very much. Gary, crazy small packaging. It is. It's a tiny little box. But again, there's not much to it. It's not fancy. It's not because all you're after really are them. That's all that you really, really want. Jumping in, let's keep going through them questions. So Sadiq, hi to you as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. You're saying, yeah, the pale blue, don't know if you like the colour yet, but if you don't like the colour, there are a few, because as we mentioned, it was white, black, and pale blue, and this one as well. So there is a few different colours. Jumping in, so Gary, it's great that you can run them with either iOS and Android. Yes, and that's a prime example of what we did tonight, the fact that you can just turn it on, pair it, like that, instant, and it's straight in and working, and the touch actions work on the iOS side, which I thought they would have predominantly only worked on Android, but it was nice that they work on the iOS side really, really good as well. Sorry, it's been, like I said, it's been a rough week. So Victor, hi Victor, welcome back. I don't know if I missed you out earlier on. Welcome back. It's always good to have you with us. You can turn the volume. You can turn the volume up in the earbuds. Ooh, good question. On my Samsung ones, my originals, these ones, you couldn't. But I'll tell you what will tell me. It will tell me up in here. So connecting them, you can. Let's have a look. Open the charging cable. As far as I'm aware, no. I don't think you can. Charging the battery, no. But Victor, what I will do is I will look into that for you. But as far as I'm aware, I'm about 90% sure that you can't. But I will have a look at that for you. I will have a look. You have the Halo earbuds, but the quality in yours is impressive. Yes, they are. They are really, really good. I mean, to have them side by side in your ears and listen to them. Now, I was in love with these when I first got them. I thought they were the best thing ever. And then I found out that you know, about clone products, and I was doing more like that. And then I got into these, and these are so good, like, for putting them in. And once the show's done as well, because when we do the show, I always watch it back to then add comments and stuff. I'll probably put these in to listen to it again, and then but there will be a full review of these as well. Victor, how much are them in the USA or in US dollars? And they are 75 US dollars, I believe. So let me check my notes. Yes. So in the UK, £61.65 or 75 US dollars, and that includes worldwide delivery as well. If that's within your budget, go and have a look. The call quality, Julie Jones, hello to you. Welcome to the show. Hiya. The call quality, I can't test on the live stream at the moment, only because of functions and facilities and all that kind of stuff. However, I will be doing a full review of them, like a full product review, which will involve call quality and all that kind of good stuff with it. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll find out about it. Filming will start for these tomorrow. Script writing starts for these tomorrow, and then usually I have a day or so whilst I then storyboard what it's going to look like, and then filming will commence this week, so it will be within a week when it will be out. So thank you, Julie, thank you for dropping in. Victor, let's have a look. Victor, you're saying you're drinking beer too. Well, Victor, if you are, if you're drinking a beer as well, cheers to you. Cheers. For some reason, I've got a really dry throat. Whether that's because I talk too much or it's quite hot in here. We've got all the heating on in the house. Gary, thank you very much for jumping in. And having a chat in the box there as well. So thank you for that. Thank you. Don't forget, super chat button still works as well if you want to help towards the show. Of course, all your super chats that you do come into the show, so then we can buy more things for you, and of course give them away and all that kind of good stuff. Now, speaking about the giveaway, I'm going to come back to the buds in just a second, but talking about the giveaway, the F2 smartwatch that we are giving away, if you haven't seen the review of that, I will link it up at the top there, so go and have a look. If you're watching this back on the replay, I will link it up there. We are still giving it away. I think there's only about 15 days or so yet, but at this time of recording, we have a issue with our website at the moment. Our hosting provider has advised us that they're working to get the website back up and running. So I'm hoping by the end of the live stream, we should be on track to hopefully have the website back up and running. But the competition link will be in the description below. If it's not back up and running by the end of the live stream, I will post the actual direct competition link, which is done through Gleam. I will do that directly through it. So just keep an eye out for there. And if you haven't, go and enter. There's not long left. I think there's literally about 15 days or so left in the competition. So go and have a look. Now, I was speaking about this little thing earlier on. Of course, it came within the packaging. Let's move those out of the way, which was this. It's the Forever Warranty. Now, for those of you that have never seen Forever Store, Eardots.co, they offer this crazy warranty, which comes free with every single purchase. So if you lose, damage, or it's even stolen, you get a replacement. Now, for that, I am going to head over to Eardots' website and show you exactly what it is. So you can see here, so you get a lifetime build-to-last warranty. So we know that the biggest problem, it says, with buds is that they get lost easily. If your eardots get lost, damaged or stolen, we'll send you a new pair as part of their lifetime warranty. No one else does that ever. I've never seen it in another company. And especially when products are this small, when they're like that, you can lose them. And the fact that you can get another one replaced, I think you do have to pay, oh, it even says it here actually as well, you do have to pay a small shipping fee of $10 to $15, but $10 to $15 is nothing to get a replacement of those, is it really? You'd pay it just to do that. So yes, perhaps the price of this might, or the price of those might be slightly more expensive than what you could probably pick up on places like Amazon and GearBest and AliExpress, but they won't offer all of these warranties and and lifetime discounts and stuff. And it's not just on these, it's on any of their products that they do as well, and that's over on, even on foreverstore.co as well. So go and check them out. Now, there is a link down in the description box below. Go and have a look at them. It's not just those ones they do. They do all Apple products, clone products on there as well. They do a bunch of stuff. I would just say go and have a look if you get a chance. Go and have a look. Go and jump in. But those are the buds themselves. But the question is, what I want to know from you guys is, when we do the review, now if you're watching this on the replay, get your comments in the box below as well, what you want us to possibly, or what features is it that you really want out of a set of headphones like these? What is it you do with them? Is it just listening to music? Do you want us to try and do a gym session and see how they last? And the fact that, because they're IPX6 certified, they should be okay out in water. If it's raining, now we're based here in Manchester and it always rains, so we can always try those. We can always give them a go. So of course, give us your comments and just let us know in the box below, as always. We love it, we love it. So what I want to do is, because we will be going very shortly, again, as we mentioned, for those of you that have never been here before, our live streams literally last half an hour, 45 minutes of just me and you talking away and talking about all things tech like this. Now, we still have some more videos coming up in the next few weeks as well. We've still got the full review of these coming up as well. We've got some Apple AirPod Pros, cloned ones. They're coming to the show as well. We've got some Power Beats headphones, some kind of cloned version of them. They're here. They've already arrived. So we're going to be possibly showing you them on next week's live stream as well. So make sure you come and join us then. Looking forward to it. And then we've still got loads of other things like best editing apps for free, and of course the show is designed all around you. So what do you want us to review? Is there a product in mind? If there is, get it in the comments box below. Now, speaking about comments, always before I go, I do like to jump into our comments box and talk to you, our audience, and see who is in there, if you're still here, if you're still talking to us. So of course, so let's have a look. So Sam Miller, good evening to you. Hope you're well. Let's have a look. I'd like to test these in the water. So a video for underwater swimming. Now, underwater swimming with headphones, would you do it? Good question. We can always find out. So Victor, you're saying, for me, the most important feature is the bass and the sound. Yes, for me, it has to be bass, because headphones are usually really high, really top. They're awful, whereas the bass really helps to push and drive it. And for me, that's my that's what I like to listen to. That's how I like to do it. But of course, we'll be doing loads of stuff like that. That is all coming up. So of course, if you do want to have a look at any of these, or if you want to check out some more of the products, it's not just necessarily these ones that they have. You can check out some of the other ones, but what do you think of them overall? Get them comments in the box below. Let us know what you want us to do when it comes to doing the big full review. Let us know, and of course we will look to getting those involved and getting them on the main show themselves. So go and have a look. But if you have any questions, queries, anything like that, let us know in the comments box below. Or, of course, you can follow us on any of our social media platforms. Of course, we're always there. We always reply back to the comments and questions that you have as well. And I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that joins us here week on week and, you know, and shares all the videos out and shares in comments and replies. So just generally everything. A big thank you to you, because, of course, it's you that's helping us climb that ladder. We are so far to 5,500 subscribers now, and with your help we could be getting there, so don't forget to give it a share around as well. Get your friends invited as well. Sadiq, I can see you've got one more thing in there in the comments. You're saying the audio quality is always what the deal breaker is. Exactly, because you can just to jump on that, what you've just said there, Sadiq, in the comments, they can look great, but that's not what you're going for. You're going because they're in your ears. You want to have a good listen to something. That's what it's all about. So I do agree with you there, Sadiq. But thank you very much to each and every one of you for jumping in, for talking to us. But of course, whatever you do during the week, come and talk to us on social media. But be safe. Thanks a lot to everyone for joining, and we will see you next time. It's bye-bye for now.